Greetings, Earthbound travelers. It's Saturday night. That means it's time for Sins of Blood. Yay! I am Tyr the DM, the world's okayest DM, and I will be your guide this evening. Before we begin, just some introductions and some announcements, just covering the basic stuff. First and foremost, we are for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised. Secondly, we do not condone we do not encourage the use of nicotine products such as vaping. Just because we do it doesn't mean you should. We want you to be happy and healthy. And thirdly, we are not associated with Wizards of the Coast. We're just playing our game and sharing it with you. Locke.
Hi. Greetings, gamers. I'm Locke Clark. I wasn't yawning, not me. What are you talking about? I would first like to take a moment and thank our musicians who provide music for our show, and it makes our experience better and your experience better. Heightens the whole thing. Those musicians are Michael Gelfie, Kevin MacLeod, Jeff Farber, Dwergar, and our very own Patrick Taylor. Thanks, Peculiar Patrick. Also, we would like to take a moment to thank the first of our partners in this endeavor, Red Panda Dice and Delights, fine purveyors of lovely dice for all your gaming needs. What do I have close by? There we go. I have a D6. This lovely blood red D6 with a red panda on the sixth face is awesome, and you should get some. And lots of other dice. And to do that, you're going to go to redpandadice.com and you can check out what they have there. They not only have dice, they also have Red Panda plushies and maybe some dice bags and other stuff like that. Go check them out. Yeah, cool.
Where are we pointing to, Locke? Are you pointing to me? Are you pointing to me? Is it my turn? It's my turn.
It's your turn. I had to figure out which way you were.
Which way?
It's all backwards.
And why are you pointing around? Let's point straight to patreon.com, where you can go to and look up Will of the Dice, and you're going to subscribe. Why? Because you want to subscribe, because you like us, because we're cool, mostly. Could write it you, Tyr. He's got some serious fuckery planned for us tonight. He's been giggling the entire week. So, go to patreon.com to subscribe, because then you get to listen after the rolls where we record our reaction to his fuckery he's planned for us tonight. And seriously, when you do subscribe, you get access to after the rolls. You get access to some audio dramas. You get access to everything before it hits Podbean and YouTube. So yes, please help support this channel and subscribe. Thank you.
And for the next 17 subscribers, they get a 55 millimeter D20. It is a chunky boy provided by Red Panda Dice and Delights. So go subscribe, get a chunky D20. They sexy. Also, I want to address something right quick. I'm not wearing a shirt and tie. The reason for that is that last night was my final night at my old job. Monday, I start a new job where I'll be working in office instead of at home and having to wear business casual clothing. So I'm taking this weekend to be free. This is my weekend of freedom, so I'm wearing comfy clothes. I'll be back to shirt and tie next weekend. All right, there's our announcements. Let's get into introductions.
Greetings, gamers. I am Raph the Madam, voice of Sarek the Blade, the 6'9" bronze dragonborn who is walking straight into a combat with some really, really nasty people. He is a he, him. I'm also a he, him, and I can find at BOK Dragon 13,000 at Dice Deck Camp on Mastodon.
Hey, everybody. I'm Ren Matley, she, her, and tonight I'm going to be voicing Nan, she, they, and their counterpart as Mina. Nan is a changeling who presents as an elf about 5 foot tall with plain brown hair and eyes. And Mina is a wildfire druid or wildfire spirit. And you can find me over on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
So just a clarification, if I talk real slow and drag this introduction, it means that we might live through this combat because it'll take longer to get there. Hello, gamer. I'm Locke. No, I'm sorry. Hi, gamers. I'm Locke Clark still. And I'm a he, him. And tonight I will be playing Laz or Lazarian. Laz is a they, them. Laz is a reborn who woke up at the pile of dead bodies in Keep Gregorian, clawed their way out, got given a magic sword, has no memories of anything that happened before that, really. Few sparse inklings of memories, but not anything solid. And has been thrown in with these guys and just fucking called out a big bad who was being shitty to their friends and now feels like they're about to get stepped up. And you can find me on the social medias at Lock Unruly. That's Lock with an H.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Patrick, a he/they, playing Garnet Grell, a 4-foot-tall Kinder by descent from the land of Kryn. He's fallen through a magical portal, and he landed in Runith Kesha, and he is, well, let's just say he's a little shell-shocked sometimes, but he's a big ball of curiosity and all sticky fingers. You can find me on Twitter at PeculiarPatrick.
Hi, this is Ames. I'm the voice of Brika. We are both she, her. Brika's a 5-foot-tall Luna Fae. She's got lavender pearl skin, indigo colored hair that has 2 acid green streaks and matching green eyes. Currently, she is wearing her robe of eyes again because they finally got it altered, so now her wings can be out. And other than that, she's basically adopted the whole "we don't negotiate with terrorists" attitude going into this fight. And you can find me over on Twitter at LollyGFIFO.
And as I said at the beginning, I'm Tyr the DM, he, him. And you can find me on Twitter at Tyr_the_DM. As always, our safe word for tonight is porcelain. Make sure you remember it because you may need it. Before we begin, are there any last requests?
It's all Locke's fault.
Not the face.
When last we left our party, they had traveled into the deep beneath the Tri-County Mall. They had gone to the well to remove a curse that had been laid upon them by a tapestry, at least 2 of them. Drinking from the water, they had to pay a price. And while one of them, the price is yet known, the other, the price was laying upon their friends. However, Nan would not allow that to happen and offered themselves up as sacrifice. During this time, the party, starting with Brika, figured out that the entity was one of the fractures. Laz calling them out, they agreed to appear once more. And this is where the story continues. And this is where you discover you have been forsaken to the will of the dice. I need everyone to please roll initiative and join me now, Bear. Rodeo.
Yeah.
All right. Laz.
Dirty 20.
Rika.
16.
Man.
Sorry, 17.
Garnet.
25.
And Sarah.
I rolled well. I got a 12.
The voice of the 3 sisters in unison will speak. One of you has gave themselves as payment. We will consider the debt paid in full if you give us the crown.
That wasn't the agreement. I've offered payment, and you said it was accepted.
So be it. They will clap their hands together in unison. Nan, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh, that might not be too bad. 17.
All right. You will drop to 0 hit points and collapse where you stand. It could have been worse. Had you rolled lower, you would have died outright. So there's hope. Garnet Grell, you're up.
Garnet would see Nan drop, right?
Yeah.
Garnet is immediately going to turn around, since he is next to Nan, and is going to try and stabilize Nan.
Medicine check.
His stabilization is doing the classic, just pushing on their chest a lot. 12.
Normally would be enough, but given the circumstance, it's not because of the way the hit points dropped.
Yeet.
It would have been a 15 required.
Gotcha. But yeah, that's Garnet's turn.
All right. Lizarian.
Fuck, shit, piss. All right, oh yeah. Okay. As my action, I cast Sickening Radiance. And I'm gonna drop it in between. It's a 30-foot radius spell, 120-foot range. I'm gonna drop it in between the assassin and the caster.
Okay.
Hey, Tier,
Yes.
is the scale off on this map or?
Yes.
No, okay, good.
Trying to find Sickening Radiance. Fuck it, I'll use this one. Yeah, the scale's off a little bit. I didn't realize it until it was too late to fix it.
No
You
worries.
said between the assassin and the caster, correct?
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty perfect. I don't think anything happens when I cast it. It's when they start their turn. Yes. Okay, so that was my action. Bonus action. I'm going to take part of my movement first and move to Nan. Bonus action, attempt to give them a healing potion.
Healing potions can only be given to another party as an action.
Oh, all right, then. I use my object interaction to set a healing potion on Nan's chest, or next to Nan, because Garnet's there pumping on Nan's chest. So there's now a healing potion there, and I'm gonna continue my move. Get 30. We'll call that about 5 feet that I moved to get there. So 25 feet. I'm moving up. Not very far, apparently. There.
You have to double. Y'all are
it's-
doubled. The
okay,
map's off
double it.
scale.
Right. You did say that. So there.
Okay.
I get to there, and then does that put me in range for my bonus? And you said the scale is doubled, right?
Yep.
I want that. No, I'm good. I'll end my
Alright.
turn.
Dearest Nan, it is time to make a death save.
Alrighty. Three.
That is a failure.
Question.
Yes.
Would Twist the Skeins be able to be used on that? Because it's considered, no, because it's not considered like a saving throw.
Nope, death saves are outside of that.
Okay.
All right, Rika, you're up.
Yep. All right. So you said the scale is off, so we have to actually move double.
Yes.
Okay. Brika is going to use part of her movement to actually move up about 10 feet, and then she is going to take flight for the rest of her movement to be about 20 feet up, because that's going to put her in range to do her Eviard's tentacles. And when she takes off, and she's basically going to be flying there right next to the well that's in the center of the room. She's got the electricity running up and down her arms. It looks green and blue, and yeah.
Okay, move your token, please.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm also having to... There it is. It's going to be a 4th level Eviard's tentacles that we're casting.
All right, the caster is attempting to counterspell. Nat 20, they successfully counterspell.
Counterspell.
Okay, cast your spell.
Okay.
5th level counter.
All right. So Eviard's tentacles for 20-foot radius, and I'd like to put it basically right between the caster and is that the warrior that's off to the... Yeah. So it'll catch both of them. They have to pass a DC 17 dex save. Sorry. When the creature enters the affected area for the first time or starts their turn there, they must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be restrained. My DC is 17, so when they start their turn...
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Tarek.
I go away for a few minutes. With this object in action, he's going to pull Arabane's patience in one hand. And as he's going by, he's going to reach down and slowly caress Nan's cheek and cast Cure Wounds.
Roll a D100.
Oh. 53.
Okay. Roll the healing.
She'll get 8 hit points back.
And you are restored with 8 hit points. All right.
And then I will finish with my move up to next to Laz.
All right. So the assassin needs to make their saving throw for sickening radiance.
Con
They will
save.
fail.
Oh, goody. See, let's... what's that? Ooh. 11, 20, 29 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And suffers 1 level of exhaustion. And begins to emit a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius around themselves. That makes it impossible for the creature to benefit from invisibility.
All right. Trying to find the exhausted ring. Fuck it, I'll just put a green ring around them. There we go. All right, the caster needs to make theirs. Wait, before I do anything, Does it affect their actions or anything?
No, they just become exhausted and take damage, and now can't be invisible.
Okay. So the assassin will take their attack on Brika. 17.
That hits.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
$15.
Okay, you will take 6 points of piercing damage and 15 points of poison damage. Okay. Now the caster will make their con save. 15.
That does not save.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll the damage again, or want to just apply the same damage?
Roll the damage again.
Wanted to make sure how you wanted it. Uh, 7, 11. Only 12 points of radiant damage that time, but also at 1 level of exhaustion, and they now cannot become.
All right. Now, what save do they got to make against the tentacles?
It's a dexterity save, 17.
They rolled an 18.
Okay. They
Is
pass.
anything?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Have to do some measuring in here. Ah. I need just Brika because she's flying. It won't hit anybody else. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Is it a spell?
Yes.
Counter spell.
Counterspell.
I can't do another reaction, can I?
Nope.
And I've already burned my reaction. Sorry.
That's okay. On this, yeah, that's the thing we take.
Yep.
All right, you said dexterity saving throw? All
Yep.
right, that's a dirty 20.
That'll be 15 points of lightning damage as they throw their hands up in lightning arcs. The warrior will make their saving throw and fail. So what happens to them with the tentacles?
They get restrained and they take 3d6 bludgeoning. Hold on a second. That is 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Right.
Now, on their turn, they can try to do another save. It's your dealer's choice. Dexterity or strength has to be a 17, and if they do that on their turn, then they get themselves free.
Alrighty. That will bring up Garnet Grail.
All right, Garnet's gonna look to Nan and be like, "You all right? You just took a really bad spell. You all right there?"
No, but I'll manage.
All right, well, take this. And he taps the health potion on your chest. It's like, I'm gonna go hide and sneak somewhere, and I'm gonna try and get a shot on some of them. If you need anything, holler. But try to stay out of this fight, okay? We can't have you go down again. And with that, Garnet is going to use his movement to go. Let's see, 40, 70. First part of his movement. Come on. He's going to go to the corner of the pool near the south end. And he's going to move another little bit up further, closer to the warrior. And then with his Hoopak, double check the range on it for a second here. Yep, with his Hoopak, he's going to take a sling at the warrior.
They are restrained, so it'll be with advantage.
Sweet. We love advantage. That means sneak attack. A 29.
That will hit.
All right, for 9 magical bludgeoning and an additional 22 sneak attack damage.
Nice.
Nice. Is that your turn?
And that, as a bonus action, Garnet is going to drop to the ground to try and hide.
Okay. Give me a hide.
A little stealthy check.
That's the word I was looking for.
That's a 22.
Okay. Next will be Lazarian with Nan on deck.
Okay. I need. Yeah. So I am going to. Laz is gonna move and jump up on the edge of the fountain here. And I am going to bonus action Hexblade's Curse the Warrior. That's fun. And then I'm gonna let loose. I'm gonna let loose on the warrior with a volley of Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
That is first shot. Natural 19 plus 9 is 28.
That'll hit.
Second shot. 17 plus 9 is 26.
That'll hit.
And the third shot is a 12 plus 9 is 21. Blackjack.
That'll hit.
All right. 3 hits. Each of them does these bad boys here. Do the rolly rollies. Get 17 and 5 is 22 points of force damage from the Eldritch. Oh wait, he was still restrained, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna roll 3d20s real quick to see if I get a nat 20 on any of them.
Okay.
Just for shiggles. I did not. Oh, but wait. No. One of those was a crit, though. I Hexblade cursed him. 19 is a hit, is a critical hit on a Hexblade on someone I've cursed.
Okay.
So he'll take an extra 10 points of force damage. That's why I threw the curse first.
All right. Man, you're up.
It's a bonus action to drink a potion and roll for it, right?
Yep.
All right, so she'll carefully sit up onto her knees because she probably doesn't feel great after all that. Knock the potion back. It's 2d4 plus 2, so that's 5 points. Not much, but it's something. Shakily standing up to her feet as her eyes begin to glow white, as Mina's voice speaking, not in that smooth Sylvan, but kind of low and angry sounding, as she casts Erupting Earth under the archer's feet. Or, sorry, you have them labeled as an assassin. Ah, hold on. There it is. So, a fountain of churned earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube centered on that point. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d12 bludgeoning damage on a fail, or half as much on a successful save. Additionally, the ground in the area becomes difficult terrain until cleared.
Okay, so when they start their turn, they have to make the saving throw?
No, they have to make the saving throw now.
Okay, and what is it? Dex?
It is a dexterity save. DC is 16.
That's a 2 plus their dex. That's not going to do it.
All right, so it's 3d12. That's 24 points of bludgeoning damage, and the ground around them is now difficult terrain.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's her turn.
All right, Brika.
Okay. Alright. We're gonna cast a 5th level sleep spell and place it between the assassin and the caster.
They are immune to sleep.
Both of them?
Yep.
Well,
Good try.
shit.
All right, that'll bring up Sarek.
There's a whole lot of area of effect over there. What will I do? Well, first I'm going to take my movement to about here, just to the edge of the erupting earth. I'm going to point Airbane's patient out. I'm going to blast out a cone of cold into all 3 of them.
Okay. So what's the DC saving throw?
That is con save throw of 14.
Okay, so they all pass, so they'll have to take half damage,
Mm-hmm.
which is still going to be a shit ton because that's like 8d8 damage.
Yes, it is. All right, where's my D8? Right here. That didn't start out well. 1, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4 more. 17, 24, 25. 29 total damage.
Okay. So half of that is 14. All right.
And that will be his turn, I believe.
Okay. So, Sickening Radiance, because they're in it still.
Yep,
That is a 19, so they pass.
they
I'm
pass.
assuming.
Yes.
Okay. They're going to take bonus action to steady aim on Sarek. Dirty 20.
You know what? I've got some use to this, and I don't feel like getting hit. So I'm going to use Gift of the Metallic Dragon reaction, Protect the Wings, to give myself a +4 AC. So no, it does not.
Nice. Caster makes their saving throw. 18.
That makes it.
I need to check out one of the rules on restrained before I do this. All right.
But by the way, just as a point of reference, the caster and the assassin who both previously failed their saves, passing their save now means they don't take the extra damage or points of exhaustion. They are still dimly glowing, so they can't use invisibility, and they still carry the level of exhaustion they already took. It
Right.
doesn't go away until the spell ends. I just wanted to, just clarify the rules on the spell, because it's a
Alright.
weird one. Because they have to keep making saving throws, but they're still under the effects, even if they just only failed one.
The caster in a puff of smoke appears next to Renan. That is their turn. The warrior will make their strength saving throw to attempt to break free of that. Oh, wait. The caster appeared next to Nan and then clapped their hands.
Okay.
19.
Yeah, that passes.
Okay, so they're free. But that takes their action, right?
Yes.
All right. That will bring up Garnet. Garnet Grell.
Alrighty. Now that the caster has moved, I'm going to take a slight measurement here. Oh, perfect. Still within range if we're saying that everything is more or less doubled. Which means Garnet, from his hidden position on top of the wall, is going to pop up and try and use his 2-pack to smack the caster. Would he get advantage because he's hidden?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Wow, a dirty 20.
Your stone flies through the air true. You know it's going to strike until it hits an unseen force and the air around it shivers blue.
Hell yeah. Even if it's a magic stone? Because it's a
Yes.
magic Kupak? Okay. Okay. Well then, Garnet will then use some movement back down this edge. There's that. Plus another there. That gets his full movement to the edge of the top of the stairs. And that is Garnet's turn.
All right. That'll bring up Lazarian.
Cool. How big is Garnet? Is Garnet medium or small size?
I believe Garnet counts as being medium, but let me double check. That's in description.
I wasn't sure if they worked like a halfling.
He is small, actually. His size is considered small. He's 4 foot tall.
So I can just step over Garnet as I move through.
Sure.
Then I'm gonna move to there at the bottom. I can move back along the well, slipping over or around Garnet, and move to the bottom of the pathway up to the well. And I'm going to let loose 3 more Eldritch Blasts, this time at the caster. First one is probably not going to hit. That's 7 plus 9 is 16.
It smacks into an unseen energy and dissipates.
All right, second one. That's a nat 20.
Same effect.
Is want to waste the third one on him. Oh yeah. I angrily just turn and throw the third bolt at the warrior.
Okay.
For a dirty 20.
That will hit.
The warrior takes 10 points of force damage. And I don't think I have that will help in this situation.
All right. Man.
I have a feeling I know what's going to happen, but she's going to try it anyway. As Mina, seeing this creature appear in front of her, threatening Nan, is going to raise her hand, attempting to cast Blight.
Okay.
Is she able to
What's
cast?
the saving throw on that? Yeah. What's the saving
Okay.
throw on that?
I had a funny feeling it wasn't going to work. Not going to lie. I scrolled the wrong direction. The saving throw is a con save of 16.
That is a 17, so they'll take half damage.
So they'll take half damage. Got to roll some d8s. You know, I'm going to do it electronically just to make it a little quicker so you don't have to wait for me to count all that. Half of 37, so that's 18.
They look rough. They're raggled as the shroud of shadow that was covering their face falls away. Blood trickling from their nose and the corners of their mouth. You see the image of Amari Amber.
I do not appreciate you threatening my friend.
Your friend gave the price. Rika.
Okay. Now she would have been able to see everybody else's stuff hitting
Yes.
the invisible wall. All right. So yeah, let's try a 5th level Dispel Magic.
Spell magic does not work on Force Cage.
That's what you meant earlier today. Ugh. I hate you.
All right, Sarek.
Nan, your area of unmeasured earth, you don't take damage for standing in it, correct?
No, it's just difficult terrain.
Fine. Sarek's going to take a 5-foot step forward, wielding Airbane's Patience and using Fighting Spirit, take 3 swings at the assassin. Good thing I have advantage now. 13 and 13, 29.
29 will hit.
17 points of slashing.
And that will dispatch them.
Oh. That seems too easy. And that'll be his turn at this point.
All right. The warrior's free of the tentacles.
Yeah, but you didn't move him last time, so if he's still in range of it, he would still be starting his turn in it.
That's fair. She got a natural 20 on her save.
Okay. So you get to get out. You didn't waste an action that time.
All right, Nan. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Look at Dex.
It
Man,
is
sucks at Dex.
17 or better, and it's disintegrate.
Counter spell.
Won't go through the force cage.
Okay.
Magic does not go through or out of a force cage.
That's like the worst time to roll a 1.
Question. You just said that magic can't go in or out of a force cage. If she's inside of the force cage, how can she cast magic?
She can cast inside it. She can't cast from the inside out. And you can't cast from the outside in.
Yes, you just said that she's inside the cage, though, which
Right.
means that she wouldn't be able to cast it. If she's
in
inside.
the cage with Nan.
Oh,
Nan's in the cage also.
Oh, I see. I see now. I see. Damn.
What'd you roll?
1.
Tier,
Yes,
would reverse the flow work on this?
I'll allow it.
Roll again.
Okie doke. With a different die. That one's mad at me, apparently.
I never forgot what I said the DC was.
17.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that makes it 3. I tried.
The price has been paid. They will put their hand to your chest, and you will fall to ash.
I'm guessing they didn't keep their promise to free Asmina.
Nope. Garnet.
Garnet's going to hop down from the wall using some movement and just charge the caster. And
Tier,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be argumentative, but Force Cage requires verbal, somatic, and material components to cast.
Okay.
You said they clapped their hand, and that was all they did.
And I've
If
let
I-
you all get away so many times. One, they're using a spell focus, and I've let you all get away with just doing a brief description.
I'm just saying,
understand.
if I had seen that they were casting a spell, if the spell were noticeable, and it should be if they're not using subtle spell, I'd have counterspelled that. But it is what it is. I'm just
And then they would have counterspelled your counterspell.
okay.
Garnet, as you go running, you slam into a wall.
All right, that'll be Garnet's turn.
Laz?
Can't get to the caster, so I guess I'm going to the warrior. Oh yeah. I use Relentless Hex to teleport 30 feet
All right.
to the subject of my Hexblade's curse, landing behind the warrior.
All right.
And I'm going to swing twice with my Mind Blade.
All right.
The first one is a 13 plus things. Plus 10. 23.
That'll hit.
Second one is a nat 20.
All right. You're going to kill them because they have 14 hit points left.
Okay. Yeah, they take a minimum of 8 plus 6. So yeah, that's 14 without rolling any dice.
All right. Brika.
Oh, over the Wispinator, Laz angrily says, "Remember, we have to knock them out."
All right. I have a question.
Yes.
Vampiric touch. You know, and it says you make a melee spell attack. Would that work even if you're throwing the dagger instead of wielding the dagger?
Nope.
All right. With Force Cage up, there's not much else I can do, though.
All right.
So I'll ready an action.
Zarek.
I doubt they have a very low wisdom. He's going to move forward towards the force cage. At this point, he's got nothing left. I can't get into it, and he'll start swinging on the force cage with Arabane's patience.
and the air around it illuminates as you feel the solid connection. The caster will turn to face you all, producing a scroll. I can bring them back for the crown.
All right. Listen here, Miss Poo Poo Baby PP. I'm a little. Oh, what am I gonna do? Throw out magical things? Oh, I'm good. So omnipotent and powerful. I have to hide behind a big force wall. Oh, that's so scary. You know why? Why don't you drop this force wall and come out and get it, you little big baby? He's gonna taunt.
Okay.
So they have to succeed on a thingamajig. Let me look here. With it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or has disadvantage on anything other than me until my next turn.
They rolled a 19.
Never mind.
Take a minute and think about it.
Why should we trust you?
You have no reason to not, but
You've been lying to us from the moment we got here. First, you're an oracle. Now we know who you are. And then you demand a price, but the price doesn't come from the person who is supposed to pay it. It comes from someone else. You are the least trustworthy individual I think we have ever encountered.
I didn't catch that, Tier.
is that a yes or a no?
You want us to negotiate? Bring them back.
No, that's
Then we'll
not the
talk.
negotiation. The negotiation is you give me the crown, I give you the means to bring them back. Otherwise, I grow tired and will leave.
I don't think this is going to play out the way you think it's going to play out, sister. And he takes out the crown and puts it on his head.
Interesting. Give me an intellect saving throw.
Twelve.
I need everyone but Patrick to earmuff. By putting on the crown, you unleash its power into you. You feel that the power is just out of reach, but you have to sacrifice yourself to touch it. You may not come back from this. There may be two of you dead.
Garnet's not afraid. Garnet is a Kinder, Garnet is fearless, and Garnet is going to do everything he can to try and bring back his new friend.
Okay, I'm going to bring everybody back, and then we're going to see what happens.
Yeet.
All right. Do you touch the power?
Garnet reaches out for the power.
And what is it that you want to do?
Disable the force cage and restrain.
You can only do
the-
one thing.
Disable the force cage then. Without her knowing. Disable the force cage without her knowing.
Okay. So here's the deal. I told you there's a chance that you lose yourself.
Yeah.
I need another intellectual saving throw. You need a 15 or higher.
That is a 23.
Force cage drops.
Without her knowing?
No, everyone is aware because this energy courses from you. You levitate about 3 foot off the ground, sparking energy all over you as energy blasts, shattering the force cage.
So, sister, I gotta ask you one more time. Do you think this is gonna go the way you want it to? Or are you gonna get in the fucking crown?
Swing.
Have persuasion that?
Yeah, I'll give you persuasion.
Hey, Tyr, while all of that's going on, can I do a thing?
What do you want to do?
I want to Misty Step to the caster and snatch the scroll out of her fucking hand.
You can try.
All right, let's go.
Going to be contested dex.
All right.
That is a 22.
Damn it. I got blackjack. 1 point off.
Twist the
She
schemes.
smiles.
Ooh.
That has to be done before the.
It says before the outcome is announced, he said 21, and before you said anything, I said it.
I said beforehand that he has to beat 22.
Okay.
So as soon as he said 21, it was known. Garnet. They're
Alright.
like,
Natural
All
20
right.
plus 12 is 32.
they're like, okay, and vanish.
Wait, how did they vanish here?
Teleport.
Counterspell.
Counterspell.
Wait, I have to check something on counterspell. Does any counterspell beat another counterspell?
Yes.
Or does the level
Yeah.
matter?
That is Jeremy Crawford's thing, that you can counterspell a counterspell.
Mm-hmm.
Tier.
Yes.
Now that I'm floating 3 feet off of the ground and the energy is crackling to me, can I say no and snap my fingers and put her right back in front of me?
You can try.
That's
The
okay.
crown may consume you.
That's understandable. That's understandable. What do I gotta roll?
You got to roll a 16 or better
I'm what?
in intelligence.
Okay. It's a 15.
The energy is too much to handle, Garnet. And you collapse to the floor. Your kinder eyes open in a field of lush green.
I had an action ready this whole time. Can I use that to cast a spell magic at the crown?
Sure.
Alright, so I think, yeah, be a level 4 to spell magic.
Roll a d20. You may save Garnet's life.
That is an 18.
So you don't die. But the crown falls off your head as you've collapsed to the floor, weakened from the energy.
Woo! What a rush. That is something there. I'll just scoop this and put this back in my bag. And he very shakily scooches the crown over to him and puts it back in his bag.
You mean intelligence saving throw? as
He's
you
still
touch
wearing
the ground.
gloves.
Oh, he's wearing gloves. Never mind. Thank you.
Oh, that was going to be my fun fact that I forgot to say, that he has and always will be wearing gloves.
We had
Don't
this
worry
whole
about the
discussion
saving
on after the rolls. So she's gone.
The voice will echo through the chambers. Last chance. The crown. For her.
He's not afraid. His hand's still on the crown. He pulls it back out of the box and puts it back on his head. Rolls his shoulders
Nothing
very
happens.
weakly. Well, this is kind of a bummer. I was expecting something more from you, little buddy. Taps the crown. Got any more juice in there, little buddy?
It's up to y'all. offer has been made.
I do not trust her.
Rika, I'm gonna have her. She's gonna fly a little closer to where Garnet is, drop down, hand him a healing potion, and she's just like, I don't know what we do. We can't give her the crown because we don't know what's gonna happen.
I will tell you what will happen. I will destroy the crown and stop the darkness from rising.
When you say the darkness rising, you just mean you don't want to go back in the box. You're out of the box, and now you have being told that you have to go back into the box so that your personality can be part of the original personality back to it. So just get back in the box, man. Just live as one.
Last chance.
We will hunt you wherever you go.
Feel free. So, do you all give the crown?
Laz looks at Brika.
She looks back at you and it's a look of shock on her face. I don't know.
Well, since everybody seems to be a little bit in their cups, I'll make the final decision. If you want it, come and take it off my head.
The crown will disappear and a scroll will appear in your hand. Deal kept.
Wait a second. That's not what I meant. You... He just kicks the ground.
Scroll, now.
Here. He just tosses it back.
Laz checks the scroll.
It's a scroll of true resurrection.
I cast it over Nan's ashes. I will read the scroll.
Nan, are you willing to return? You and Esmina.
Nan is. Would it restore both of them, or would it only restore Nan?
Now to restore both of them. They're intertwined.
Okay. I'm just curious.
You come back fully healed. Hit the long rest button to give back your hit points and your spell slots. And what you will never know is that you have prevented the worst disaster that Runeth Kesha would ever see. Because had Amari Amber been made whole, the dragon would have risen again and consumed the world. And this is where we're going to break.
You bastard.
back. Thanks so much for hanging out. We took a little bit extra time. We needed it. We did get our snickety snacks and our beverage of choice. I'm jealous of Patrick because earlier he had Pocky. I don't know if he still has some. Before the break, interesting thing, they got in a fight with one of the fractures. Nan's price was paid because last episode, Nan gave their life as price. The fracture decided to use the life as a bartering chip, and although Garnet didn't mean it literally, the spirit took it literally in exchange for the crown to resurrect Nan, who Nan did decide to come back. And inadvertently, they saved the world, though they'll never know it. This is where our story resumes. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, yeah, our associates.
Yes, we would like to take a moment before we get back into the game to thank one of our other partners of this endeavor, NordVPN. NordVPN provides military-grade encryption for all your devices. You can use it on your phones, on your tablets, on your PC, on your laptop. They let you change your location so people can't hack in through your ISP. They let you use things like Venmo when you're in other countries because you can change locations, and you can only use Venmo within the United States. And you can see what's on other streaming services, on your streaming services in other countries, because often they have different lists of things. And they search the dark web for your information to make sure it's not getting out there. So it's a lot of cool things. And you can get to try out NordVPN, go to willowdice.com. That's our website, and click the link there. That lets them know you came from us and helps us out. Also, contact your senators and tell them that S686 is a stupid bill because it would make VPNs illegal in the United States because they don't know how technology works, and they're just trying to stop TikTok because they don't like it.
All right, now we resume.
So Nan's awake now.
Yes.
Brika's gonna walk up. She's gonna make full direct eye contact. She still has lightning sparking up and down her arms. Her eyes are glowing really bright green, but very softly. Don't ever offer your life for payment for my abilities. And with that, she's going to turn around and she's walking out of the room.
Nan is just staring up at the ceiling. Because, she's still laying on her back. She hasn't gotten up yet.
Laz walks over to Nan and offers a hand.
No, I can. Well, I guess she'd be in changeling form because.
Yeah.
I can do it. Kind of roll onto their side, push up onto their knees. What happened?
She killed you.
Well, I got that much. Why am I here?
She got the crown.
So she brought me back because she got what she wanted?
She gave us the means to get you back.
Okay. I guess we should head back to the settlement. Sorry, this is just a lot to wrap my head around.
I understand.
Tira, I have a stupid question.
Yeah.
She used disintegrate. Does that mean all of my equipment disintegrated as well?
Yes. I used everything except for your magical stuff.
So I have none of my equipment.
Just the magical
Correct.
stuff. Correct.
All right. She's going to look around for a moment. Where's my map case?
I believe it was on your body.
Oh no. Shoulders she'll just slump.
Laz
Oh.
steps in front of you and places their hands on your shoulders. Looks you square in the eye. I understand you are having a very bad day. It has been rough for all of us. And I do not wish to add to that, but I need you to understand. I am absolutely furious. Don't you ever do that again. And then Laz pulls you into a giant hug.
So if everything except her magic items disintegrated, it means her clothing did too, correct?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Or their clothing. They've just kind of got an arm crossed across their chest and another across their groin, kind of awkwardly. Lazarian,
Yes?
could you maybe wait to hug me when I'm not naked?
No.
I'm really uncomfortable.
I'm sorry. This is important. And after an extra long hug, Laz finally lets go. Apology, but I have grown fond of you. And then just turns and slowly begins walking away.
And
Oh,
just
Garnet,
Mm-hmm.
you notice something. There's traces of power still coursing through you. You now, once per day or once per long rest, can initiate a wild magic surge around you. Which means
Okay.
that you will enact the ability and then roll on the wild magic surge to see what happens.
Okay. This kind of says to himself, feeling the static on his fingertips still, and okay, this is that's kind of fun. Well, well, that's cool.
Yes,
Glad
I
this.
just gave a Kinder a loaded gun.
So wait, so it's just a wild magic surge. It's not anything like he can't like do magic. He can't like say something and then it does it and then it surges. It's just like a surge.
Right.
Okay.
So, for example, if you roll cast fireball at the nearest target, you cast fireball at the nearest target.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Okay.
Or we could get a rain of squirrel.
Yes.
Here, and he kind of takes off his bag and hands it to Nan. You can kind of use that to cover up some if you want.
Does anybody have like, a little, I don't know, a cloak or something?
As Sarek walks out of the room, he'll hand his cloak off to you as he goes by.
Thanks, Eric.
He just nods and keeps on walking.
Gonna look at Garnet since he's the only one left there with them. I guess everyone's pretty mad at me.
I wouldn't say that they're mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I mean, it really has nothing to do with you particularly. I think it's a lot of residual anger from being duped and tricked and then you dying and then people realizing that they like you a little bit more than they should, or that there's a deep bond connection there and they just realize how deep it was, and so your death kind of spurned that. And then also you did kind of offer yourself up without talking to the rest of the group, which honestly is none of my business. You made your own deal. You made the choice, the self-sacrifice, and I think that's very honorable. maybe a little like tad foolish, but we all do foolish things. I've done foolish things before. I've ever told you about the time that I put out a bag of ball bearings and I forgot I put out the bag of ball bearings and I slipped the fuck on the ball bearings and I busted my ass and it would hurt a lot. And then I ended up having a ball bearing stuck in between my butt cheeks for like 2 days without realizing it. I was like, oh, this is really uncomfortable. And then I like felt back there because you never really feel behind your butt. You just feel that. And I was like, oh my god, and then I took out a ball bearing and it was behind me. Ever tell you about that? Probably not. Anyway. So I just want you should know that I'm not mad at you. And I think I'm magical now.
That's neat. Laz and Brika are pretty mad though. They were pretty clear about it.
It sounded more to me like a stern but firm, like, I love you, don't fucking do that again. But that's just like what I heard in my ears. But my ears are pointed, so I don't know if sound is different because of that.
They'll just nod, hold the cloak a little tighter across themselves, and keep walking.
I do gotta know though, what was it like to be dead? Is it like when you were dead? Was it like pearly gates and like clouds? Was it like fiery infernal hells, or was it like a big smooth plain of grass, or was it? And he'll just go on like that. He won't stop talking about what it was like to be dead, as a way of trying to comfort and hold the air from being silent as he walks next to you.
They will just listen and keep walking.
Are y'all heading back to the settlement?
That's where Brika would have went.
Yeah.
It's not long. You find yourself back among the changeling tribes. You will find that there is a fae in silken robes there, discussing something with the chief. Both of them being very animated in their conversation, but not in a hostile manner.
Would Brika recognize the Fae or no?
No.
She's just gonna go back to whatever, like, fire campsite area they had been using before.
Derek, all of the changelings you pass will ooh and awe, and you will hear whispers, "Son of Philippe, son of Philippe."
He won't react much at this point. He'll kind of keep his eyes steady and his countenance non-expressive at this point. And he'll find his own little corner and just kind of sit down and watch and contemplate.
Laz is going to go look around for a changeling that is approximately Nan-sized.
Okay.
And attempt to buy some clothes.
You are given some clothes.
Is there nothing I can trade you?
You all have freed us from the prophet.
Laz will wait until Nan gets back to camp and walk over. I got these for you.
Thanks. They'll take them and go find some place to dress, and then try to find some place quiet to sit.
I'm gonna go over and listen to what the Fae and the Chief are talking about.
Give me a perception check. Go ahead, Rika.
I was just gonna ask, is the one part of Amiri Amber, I hate calling her the feeble-minded one, but I guess that's nicer. Is she still there with the changelings in the encampment?
Yeah, she's playing with the children.
Okay.
Last from what you can pick up, they're talking about the possibility of the changelings relocating to the surface.
And it seems to be going cordially.
Yes.
Oh, good. Laz will stay out of it, but find a place to sit down near enough to continue to listen.
Okay.
While Brika's sitting there, she's just gonna look like she's not doing anything, but I would like to actually do ascending, if I can, to Llewellyn Rose.
Okay.
Mother, I'll explain in detail later, but can you get a expert or professional set of cartographer? I'm trying to count the words, and I have to remind myself that syllables don't count. That's still one word. Tools. And have them ready when we return soon.
Return is the last word.
Okay.
And yes, daughter, I will await your explanation.
She's still sitting there. Anybody that looks at her, the lightning that was going up and down her arms and arcing between her wings is gone. But she's just sitting there very blank-faced, staring at the fire.
Grant will, when seeing Nan go and like get clothes and go, kind of go off to do everything, he'll go and sit next to Brika and just be like, "What you thinking about?"
We need to go back soon.
If we go back soon, do you think I could keep traveling with y'all?
She's gonna kind of look at him out of the corner of her eye. I don't see why not. Sometimes you're annoying, but you're alright. Just, like I said, don't touch my tarot cards.
Oh, no, I wouldn't dream of it, especially now that you can, like, read them and stuff again. I wouldn't want to, like, suss them up or anything like that. But yeah, that's my kind of you to let me keep traveling with you. I've done gigs before where at the end of it, people were like, "Well, that's it. See you later," and everybody kind of went off on their own. But y'all seem kind of like tight knit, and especially after what just happened, I don't know. Feel like we're kind of like bonded together.
I'd agree. We didn't start out this way. It took a while for all of us to get this way, and the person that left before you joined us is, I think, kind of taught the rest of us that we need to be a little more open to, making friends.
Well, that's kind of cool. That you learned the power of friendship from some other person.
Yeah, I think you would have liked him.
I have no idea who you're talking about or what they were like. But you know what? I'm going to go off of your sentiment and say maybe I would.
Oh, he would have given you tons of questions. About as many questions as you have for all of us, you'd have double for Dreft.
All right. Like what kind of name is Dreft?
She's gonna softly. It's like you guys have been with her all this time. She's never really laughed. It's a very soft chuckle. You know, different cultures, different places.
That's fair. I'm named after like a stone. You know, like a garnet.
I chose my name because I don't remember what my name was supposed to be.
That is pretty cool. But well, I'll do we want to round everyone up, or are we gonna stay here for another night?
I
Did
don't
we
know.
celebrate?
Rest, if you all want to celebrate, more power to anybody that does, but rest probably is a good idea. I don't know about anybody else, but that was some intense fighting. I'm a little bit spent.
Fair enough. Yeah, let me go see if I can rustle up something that is more than water and less than pure grain alcohol. Garnet will go and see if he can find a changeling that'll give him some form of like alcohol that is, alcohol.
You are given a fruit wine.
Oh, this is very tasty. Thank you. Do you have a second cup? I want to take one for my friend.
They give you a cup.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Oh, go back over to Brika. I got you a cup.
Oh. She takes it, she kind of snips it. What is it?
It's like I don't know. I didn't catch the name of the thing, but it tastes kind of fruity.
She'll take a sip. Above table.
Burns a little.
Go ahead.
I said it burns a little.
She's like, oh, that kind of hits a little hard, doesn't it?
I suppose, but it tastes pretty dang good, and it's better than water.
She takes another sip. I've never been. I'll be a moment of honesty. I don't usually drink, other than tea.
Oh, well, I will tell you the finer points. It's kind of like, oh, what is it like? It's almost like watching, getting buzzed, getting pissed, getting real shit faced. It's kind of like watching a bird fly. It's very delicate. You gotta course correct. Sometimes there's big turrets of wind, and you gotta be careful of those. But yeah, it's kind of like watching a bird fly. You start off a little less than slow. You gotta flap your wings. You gotta get off the ground. But then once you get off the ground, it's just a little course correct here and there. Just a little sip there, a little sip there. Like flying. Of course, I've never flown before in my life, so I wouldn't know anything about what flying is like.
She's just gonna nod a little bit because you just said a whole lot of words. She's just like, okay. She's gonna take another little sip before she sets the cup down. It's not bad.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's better than water, like I said. And Garnet will just sit there and hang out with Brika and drink.
Derek, a older changeling will approach and sit down next to you. I've seen you.
As he closes up the book he had been reading and sticks back in his bag. Yes, I don't think I've seen you before.
I've seen you in my dreams.
You'll see his face get tight.
I've seen your death. Beware the Crimson Serpent.
He'll take in a breath, hold it, and slowly let it out. I appreciate your words of kindness. I shall keep that in mind.
Do you play dragon chess?
It has been a long time.
We should play.
Do you have a set?
I'll be back. They are gone for a few minutes and come back with a crude set of dragon chess.
He'll sit and play quietly, not very well.
They don't play very well either. So it's just a game of two people that suck playing a game.
And he'll just sit quietly and play chess with him. Yeah, and he's very, very quiet and stiff at this point. And yeah, we'll play chess until the night or something else happens at this point.
Okay. So are y'all going to take a rest?
I think so.
All right. Y'all drift off to slumber. Everybody roll me a d20.
Oh, Lord.
Brika,
15.
Garnet,
Also a 15.
Lazarian,
16.
It was the drinks.
Nan,
13.
and Sarek.
19.
You all will have the same dream. You are in a land surrounded by stone statues that reach the sky, each looking down on you judgmentally. The statues will crumble and fall, and from their ashes or their rubble will rise a crimson snake that will begin eating the world. And then the dream will fade and peaceful slumber will come. And you all may avail yourself of a long rest.
Or, peaceful meditation is the case.
Yes.
When Sarek awakes, he'll simply go about making camp or breaking camp, getting his stuff together, make sure the fire is ready to go.
Yeah, Brika would have been up and made, because again, she only needs a 4-hour trance, so she would have been up, made tea. She's got her things packed.
Garnet would get up, kind of rub his head a little bit, probably from a little bit of libations from the night before, and stretch and break down his stuff and be ready to go.
Nan kind of stayed away from everyone. They are working through a lot in their head, and this morning they are going to go find one of the elders to speak with.
Okay. It's not hard to find an elder.
Can I ask you some advice?
Of course, child.
I think I really screwed up yesterday.
Okay.
I did something kind of dumb and it made my friends really angry. And I kind of died because of it. And I
So you
really don't,
understand.
it's kind of a long story. I guess the short version is I got cursed and we went down to that well like we got told to. And the price they named, well, first they said they wanted my friend's life. And when I argued, they took an ability from her, a part of who she is. And I told them they could have me instead. And I don't exactly know for sure what happened after that because, well, I was kind of dead. But they seemed so angry. And I'm not sure I'm cut out for this. I haven't been sure the whole time. I don't know what to do.
The fact that you are concerned about what they think speaks volumes. Secondly, you must look at it as friendship as a mighty river, and your mistakes as a single stone. You cannot stop a river with a single stone. It may deviate for a moment, but its course will correct. Speak with your friends, apologize, and trust in them to trust in you. You made a mistake, it's not the end of the world. As far as being cut out for it, none of us are cut out for life. We make our way as we go.
Talking to you is a lot different than talking to my mom. I remember always hearing that you should never get involved. And when this all started, that was all I could hear was my mom telling me not to get involved.
What a lonely existence.
But a safer one.
Is death will come. You cannot prevent it. So you live a lonely, sad, miserable existence until you die, or you share your life with others, have memories, have adventure, have laughs, have tears, experience what it is to be alive, and then you die.
That's kind of not comforting, but I get your point. I don't know. I was pretty happy just making my maps and keeping to myself. At least I thought I was.
Go talk to your friends, child.
Yeah. She'll get up and slowly make her way back over to where the others are.
Laz has poured 2 mugs of water, and as Nan is walking up, uses prestidigitation to heat the mugs of water and then make them both taste like coffee, and offers one to Nan as Nan walks up without saying a word.
You know, the only reason I even know what coffee tastes like is because Clank used to make me drink coffee. I'd make tea, and he always said it tasted like piss water.
He's not wrong. I much prefer coffee.
I grew up with tea.
Or they don't know how to brew it right.
I mean, when Cook made it, sometimes it did just kind of taste like boiled bark. I'm sorry about everything.
Good. Apologies. And then Laz reaches into their pouch and pulls out 20 platinum. You're going to need to buy some new gear, I think.
I don't have anything to put that in. Maybe you could just hold on to it.
We'll go shopping when we get back.
I don't know if I'm cut out for this, you guys. Well, that's not true. I know I'm not cut out for this. Been struggling with it since this all started.
And we all haven't in our own ways. I mean, okay, yes, I was angry yesterday, but she's gonna point at the bottom of her robes where there's some like gray and white dust still on the very bottom of the robe of eyes. That was you. She didn't just kill you. It wasn't like you were just laying there dead. No, you were disintegrated. You turned to ash. We can't... I'm not mad anymore. It was also scary because you were just gone. Nothing left of you. That was it. You can't make those types of decisions without talking to the rest of us, even when my abilities were first gone. Besides, your life, for my ability to see future, or if you want to say it's prophecy, whatever it is, that's not a fair trade.
It wasn't fair for them to take something from you in the first place.
No. And that's initially what I was most angry about. Yes, it hurt that my abilities were gone. It was something that, honestly, like I said before, for a while it felt more like a curse than anything else. But once it was taken, it was a bit of a void. But no, it wasn't a fair price to put on you. It wouldn't have mattered if it was taking my abilities or taking something from Sarek or something from Garnet or Laz or anybody else other than yourself, because that's a price that you have really no right to give. And it's just like when she said, okay, well then, bring me the head of... She's going to motion to wherever Amiri Amber kind of vaguely currently is. It's just like when she wanted her head. It wasn't... That's not ours to give.
I get it.
You just have to talk to us. We can't... None of us are cut out for this alone. By everything we've already gone through. None of us, I don't think, would have made it as far as we have.
I just don't know if I'm strong enough to really protect you guys, to help you.
You have been so far. You and Esmina.
I just have a lot to think about right now.
I get that.
They're gonna look around again at the settlement. I've never seen changelings get to walk around in their true form before.
Give me a perception check as you do.
Okay. I've never walked in my own form. Let's see. 12.
You notice that they are beginning to break down the settlement.
What's going on?
Oh, the ambassador from the Silver Spires was talking yesterday to the chief about them resettling.
Nan's gonna walk toward whichever changeling is closest.
About 2 steps.
Hey, what's going on?
We're going to the surface.
That's a good thing, right?
We think so. It's an adventure.
Okay. Nan's just looks very confused this morning.
Nan,
What?
at the risk of being repetitive, as I know I have told you this more than once, you are stronger than you let yourself believe. You are one of the strongest people I know. And not just because you have as me. You are strong and brave. Whether you choose to believe that or not, it does not change.
I don't know about that. You mean I fainted just because we were on a spelljammer?
Nan,
Mm-hmm.
are you calling me a liar?
I guess so.
Hmm.
Well, you know, I second what Laz has to say. You're stronger than you think, but we're not going to argue about it. I think we probably need to get ourselves to the surface as well.
Nan,
Yeah.
I hate to be that guy that was kind of eavesdropping on your conversation and everything. However, I would like to ask you a question, and that is, what would you do if you weren't with us?
Well, one of the elders had said I could stay here before, stay with them. I
Yeah,
could
but
just
like, what are you gonna do with them?
They might need a healer. I could go back to making maps.
Or like, we need a healer.
And our ship needs a cartographer.
It's just less dangerous here.
I don't think. Okay, well,
That
That's
even gets
not-
an eye raise from Sarek when you say that one.
um,
And he
I
goes
hate
back
to
the
be-
book.
I hate to be that guy, but you know, danger lives literally everywhere. You can't escape it. I mean, it literally came to this place. Danger did, and we weren't even here. And yeah, our line of work is a little dangerous, but that's what makes us so great. Is that we look at that danger and we go, "Ha ha, that's dangerous." That was me laughing in the face of danger. In case you didn't catch that.
Well, usually when something dangerous happens with us, I scream for Esme inside my head and let her take over so I don't have to look.
And you know what? Whatever you have to do to cope with the danger is whatever you have to do to cope with the danger. But I'm telling you that even if you were to stay with these changelings, the danger is going to find you. Whether it's big, small, catastrophic, or even minuscule. Danger is always there, and you can't live your life afraid of it. I mean, I literally cannot be afraid of it because I am a kinder, and there is no such thing as fear in a kinder. But I can understand how you, someone not as small or as courageous or as pointed ears or as curly hair as me, would be scared. But don't worry. You don't have to be, because I'm not scared.
I mean, I'm only a few inches taller than you right now, but the thing is, you're not afraid of anything. As changelings, living in fear of everything's kind of what we do.
Well,
You know, down here, they can walk around as themselves. Where I'm from, we have to hide it. They see us as monsters.
well, that's just simply not true.
We're killed just for being what we are.
Well,
We're
that's not very
hunted.
great.
We're hunted
Nan,
for it.
Nan, I
Yes, Laz.
literally crawled out of a grave. Literally. It is my earliest memory.
Mm-hmm.
They
I'm
would
not.
see me as a monster. And if you are walking with me, I will cut the heart out of anyone who would persecute you for your true visage, who you are. I hope that you know that and
I-
will consider being in whatever form you want to be in, not what they think.
I mean, on the continent I'm from, it would get all of us killed.
So another Tuesday because, I have an entire, I don't know, is it an empire, a house, whatever, of drow that want me. And essentially they have to kill me to get my magic. And taking magic from a fairy, well, that's a death sentence. I can't. What we're trying to say is that we're like I said before, when we were in the astral, when the Silver Spire was still in the Astral Sea, and I told Lazarian, we're a party of fuck ups, in one way or another. But
I'm pretty sure that Sarek has the death mark at 12.
I hear what you guys are saying. I do.
Do you feel it? Do you feel it inside of you? Do you feel the connection that is irrevocable and unbreakable? Do you feel that with us?
I don't know.
Or do you want to stick with us until you figure it out?
I guess so.
Well, there you go. Just take it one step at a time, kid.
They'll just nod and then kind of stand there while everyone else picks up their stuff because they don't have anything to pick up.
Sarek will grab his stuff and walk quietly up next to you and lean down and whisper in your ear. I'm not angry at you. You did the right thing. You made that choice. I would do the same were I were in your shoes. My anger's for others. And he'll quietly walk away.
Whispering. Garnet,
Yeah.
we need to find you an item.
Okay.
You see, all of us and our friend who used to travel with us have these, and Laz points to the Wispinator. We need to get you one if you're going to continue to travel.
I need to interrupt right quick. Raph, the audience couldn't hear you.
Yep, I saw the quote. Yes, unfortunately, whispering doesn't work well with my mic. So I'll be louder. I bent down in her ear and whispered I would have made the same choice, and my anger was not with her. And I respected her for her choice, and then I walked off.
How would I get one of those item whisper thingies?
We'll talk to Queen when we get back to the surface. We need to do some shopping for Nan anyway.
Breaker's gonna kind of cough and look at Lazarian and be like, kind of just sign that you wait on that. Because she hasn't told anybody yet.
Laz signals back to you to steal third base.
Yep. Just like, oh, wait. Yeah, we can talk to Mother when we get back. She has already got a pretty good group of people that can go and find just about anything.
Ooh, I have a list.
Are you checking it twice?
Yes.
Santa Laz is coming to town.
So I guess now it's on to the surface.
To the surface.
And so you make your way back. Are you heading to the palace?
Yes.
Reasonable.
You will find that there are 6 airships docked at the palace. All of them flying Minotaur colors.
Okay. Brika wouldn't know that, would she? Because I mean, like, meh.
No. Sarah
She-
would, though.
I was gonna say which ones.
Eastern Teledegarius. No, Western. I'm sorry.
The non-fanatical one. Yes, Tarios.
Yes.
Brika's just gonna be like, what the hell? Just because of that many airships.
Seem the Minotaurs have come calling. At least they're from Teledegarius.
Yo, what the fuck is that? Pointing at the airships.
Not nearly as cool as our ship.
Airship. They do the same thing regular ships do, only in the air.
We don't have those back home. That's fucking cool.
Nan resumes their elven form.
You don't have to do that.
Lazarian.
I know. I respect your choice. I'm just reminding you that it is not necessary.
I think it is.
I look forward to the day when you change your...
When this world stops hunting changelings, I'll change my mind.
Brika's looking for a guard, whatever, palace worker, somebody, so that she can get directed to wherever the queen is currently.
The Queen is currently in a meeting. You will need to return to your quarters and wait.
Okay. Can somebody let her know as soon as possible that we are back?
We shall.
Thank you.
And I need Brika to roll a d20.
Oh, Lord. That's an 18.
I need everyone but Brika to earmuff. Your visions return, Brika. Once more you are standing on the battlefield. Countless corpses around you. The stench of death in your nostrils, clinging to you. The sound of the carrion crawlers devouring flesh, filling your ears. And there is Sarek, a large red serpent devouring his body. Please make an intelligence saving throw.
This isn't to be charmed or frightened, is it?
Nope.
Okay. 14.
All right, I'm going to bring everybody back now.
Okay.
You all will see Brika collapse.
Nan goes right to her. Is she conscious?
Yes.
Brika, what happened?
It's the same vision again, only slightly different. Instead of Sarek dead in my lap, she pauses a second. Her face goes a little pale. He's being eaten by a red serpent.
That's odd. I
That
had that.
That sounds terrible. Are you hurt?
Did she get hurt by it at all?
No.
I don't think so. I think it was just, I don't know. Sometimes these visions, they hit hard, but without force, if that makes sense. It's like a
I
mental
get it.
shock.
Yeah, I get it. I
Did-
get that.
Did anyone else have odd dreams last night?
I had a dream that was the same as the vision I'd seen before. The bodies, the dead.
Red serpent eating the world.
Yes.
With everything going on, I probably should have mentioned sooner that I also had that vision last night while I was meditating. I would call it a dream, but I don't sleep. So it wasn't quite a dream, but still unusual.
Yeah, I don't technically sleep either, and normally in my trances I don't have dreams. So, but I don't know, did everybody else have the same?
Yeah, it was an unpleasant nightmare to say the least.
This isn't. It's unusual, to say the least, that all of us would be having the same. It's even more unusual than the time all of us were given dreams that were more specific when, when we were dealing with that bitch, that diviner bitch statue thing.
Yes.
I suspect she was causing them.
Yeah, but, it's unusual to have those types of dreams happen. This is even more unusual. That we're all having exactly the same.
If this is another fucking prophecy, I'm gonna scream. Just so you know.
It would be warranted.
I'm so tired of prophecy and the whole you need to go here and you need to go there and watching people get hurt and watching people die.
How many apocalypses can one world endure?
I don't know. This world always seems to have something going on.
At least the one saving grace for this is that this is a prophecy or possible future that's being given directly to us and not one that's being fed to us that, then turned out to be a lie. So at least we're one step ahead this time.
Sarek would just snort, turn on his heel, and walk back to the railing outside his room and leave and stare out from this into the world.
Are you staring at anything particular?
Just watching the city at this point, contemplating all that's been going on.
And that's a good place to take a break. we will take our last break, and then we'll come back and see what a Mary Amber, or not a Mary Amber, but Llewellyn Rose has to say. And we're going to get our snickety snacks, our beverages of choice, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out. Well, we got our beverages of choice and our snickety snacks. And before we get into it, Locke, hit us with
That's
that
me.
last affiliate.
Hi, gamers. I'm still Locke Clark. Imagine that. And finally, we would like to talk to you about our last partner in this endeavor, Phineas Coffee. I almost said Phineas Dice. That's not right. Phineas Coffee. I was holding up a mug. I at least had the right prop in my hand. Fine purveyors of highly caffeinated beverages to keep you going through those long gaming sessions. You know you need caffeine as fuel, gamers. It's what powers us. It makes us human. It's what keeps us from killing people in the real world. And you don't want to kill people in the real world because murder is a crime and it has consequences. So, go to bit.ly/WOTD to not murder people. Get caffeine. It helps. That's bit.ly/WOTD. They did not write this ad copy. Back to you, Tier.
So before the party, there was a death. Nan was disintegrated, resurrected. They have a lot on their mind, heavy burden. Will they stay with the party? Who knows? And y'all are in the quarters, waiting to be seen by Llewellyn Rose. What would you like to do?
Laz is prestidigitating their gear to make themselves presentable for an audience with the Queen.
Brika's made tea, and it's just there for anybody that wants it. And now she's sitting there, got some downtime, so she's trying to make some health potions.
Okay.
Vernon's gonna go over to Sarek, kind of tug on his pants leg.
Yes, little one. How may I help you?
Oh, I was just curious what you were doing, what you're looking at over there.
Not much. The city. Spent most of the day in contemplation.
Contemplation. What are you contemplating, big guy?
A couple passages from my book.
You're writing a book?
I collect things, sayings, thoughts. One of them is, first there must be order and harmony in the mind. And the second one, when anger rises, think of the consequences. And yet, I'm having trouble. I'm rather tired, angry, tired of the prophecies, the lies, the manipulations. Every time I turn around, oh, there's a prophecy, so let's save the world. Okay, we go to save the world. Nope, sorry. We lied. We're setting up to do something else instead. Or, we're off over this way. It's getting rather old. I've been around for a long time. And now the prophecies are coming back to say they're going to eat me. I hope. Heartburn.
That's a pretty good one. That's pretty good right there. But have you all considered maybe just picking something else to do? It sounds like that there's a group of people hunting Nan's kind that we could definitely probably go after and shut down. Like,
I am wanted by them as well, and that's an entire nation of people.
so we just casually overthrow their government, install new people, and bing bang wang, or we just go after the organization and change the hearts and minds of people as we go along the way. I mean,
Your optimism is refreshing.
I mean, I wouldn't say optimism, but I guess there is something refreshing about something that's 4 foot tall and telling you that maybe we don't have to go after a prophecy. I mean, I had that dream too, as we were all talking about the snake and the statues and the world and being consumed. But I was like, the way I took it is, yeah, this could be happening, but also at the same time, like, there's other things we could do. Like Cap keeps talking about his ship, saying we could go anywhere we wanted with it. We could go back to my world, and I mean, if you don't want to go against a prophecy, I mean, there's a war going on.
That's the problem with prophecy. It's never very specific.
Are you
It
saying
says
that
if we
there
go
might
your
be?
way, if we go to your world, we not find the said war and destruction to be involved in? It seems to
Ugh.
follow us. But that has been my line of work for 20 years.
Death and destruction?
I'm a sellsword. Kind of what we do.
Oh, another merchant of the coin, another harbinger of mercenary kind of work. You're loyal to coin and coin alone. Although it seems like you've shifted a little, because it doesn't seem like this gig is very profitable.
No, it hasn't been, but it didn't start out that way either. And not just a coin. I didn't sell my sword to just anybody.
What would you sell your sword to?
Consequences.
Ooh, those are heavy.
Yes. Very. Now, are you here for anything else? I'd like to go back to contemplating for a few minutes.
Oh yeah, don't don't let me bother you, big guy. I will just also stare. Is the balcony? Are there like rungs to the balcony, or is it like solid? Okay, I was about to say if it was solid wall, he was just gonna stand there. But okay, yeah, you got it, big guy. I'll just go inside and I guess take a bath. I mean, he smells his armpits. Ooh, okay, maybe I do need to get a little bit of the stink off of me. No?
Yes. You won't be sneaking up on anybody like that.
That's very true. Another good zinger, big guy. I'll leave you to your contemplation. Hey y'all, I'm gonna go take a bath real fast. Let me know if the queen shows up.
If you wish to leave your gear, I'll clean it while you're gone.
Oh, that's very appreciated, Captain. And he'll unashamedly, unafraid of being naked in front of people, he'll just take his clothes off right then and there, just take his gloves off, everything, and he'll just kind of leave them as a pile. Like, do you want him here, or do you want me to bring him to you, or?
There is fine.
All right, cool, deuces. He'll go and bathe.
And through a process of mage hand and prestidigitation, Laz will clean Garnet's clothing and gear.
Garnet
And then
garments.
neatly set it back in a pile.
Nan's just sitting on the floor in the corner, lost in thought.
At some point, Sarah could come back in and work on cleaning himself up if he knows the queen's coming at some point.
Brika's just been working on making healing potions.
You're
God
able
knows
to
we
make
need them.
one.
Okay. God knows we need them.
Once Laz has cleaned themselves and Garnet's gear, we'll find a chair and sit bisexually in it.
Okay. The queen will enter. They will look shaken.
Laz snaps to attention with military precision.
Brika gets up and, she'll step forward and, Mother, something wrong.
Yes, it seems that Talidegarios is on the verge of civil war, and Western Talidegarios has come to seek our aid.
But how much aid could we be right now? I mean, literally, we just fell from the sky.
Yes, but our army is still strong, with strong warriors. She'll look to you, Sarek.
Yes, but this war is not unseen. It has been brewing for many years.
Apparently, the princess has gone missing.
Oh, well, that's kind of a repeat story, isn't it?
Yes. Are they looking for a rescue party?
Well, they are attempting to find the princess, but all attempts at scrying have been blocked. What we need now is political emissaries to go to Western Talidegarios. And those emissaries need bodyguards. Yes, Les?
This is a question for Tyr. Do we know that Tiami is one of the other group?
No.
Okay, we don't know that. Okay, because I
Dang
have
it.
a fucking sending stone.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
I was like, I
shit.
can solve this problem right now.
I was thinking the same thing. That's why I was like, wait. We've
Wait, do
got...
we know that? No. Okay.
Damn. That's right. We
I
never
was-
shared names or anything.
We never met, so
Well, that's what I'm
We
saying.
don't.
But
We know very little about that party. They know that we're elf, dragonborn.
born. Yeah.
They know one. We know one name. Laz knows that his name is Shariz because Shariz politely
right.
introduced himself when
That's
he was
correct.
That's
when
true.
he gave his thing.
Damn.
so you need guards then.
I was wondering if I could rely on you. You have shown your worth so much, and it would get you out of the adventuring business and into the safer business of politics.
Oh yes, much safer.
I don't think you know what those words mean, but I could see going back to Talidegarios, but and it'll get kind of dark. We did not have a good time of it last time we were there.
Mother, do you know
Yes.
anything about a red serpent?
No.
I've had visions, and we've all had dreams of a battlefield and the red serpent eating the world.
That does sound ominous. I will consult with my mages. I want you to know that you would be well compensated for this.
Compensation is all well and good. We could use some new gear, and outfitting before we leave. Also, the main thing that I would want personally is ship back.
We're
I
still
understand.
looking.
Yes, I understand.
Brika had made a little has a small list of items that she needs. I don't know if we have somebody here that can do this or if we have to make the trips ourselves for restock. Were you able to get the items that I asked for?
Oh yes, I have them here, and she'll pull a box out from under her arm.
Brika will hold out her hands
You want
For
to
it.
the box?
and she'll immediately turn and step over to where Nan is and hand it to Nan.
Nan will look up from where they're still sitting on the floor. What's that?
Open it.
Oh,
It's for you.
all right. Set the box down in front of himself and open it.
It is a set of beautiful cartographer's tools.
Oh, these are lovely. They're nicer than the ones Granddad had.
I know it doesn't replace those because those were your grandfather's, but I knew you needed more.
Well, I did fib a tiny bit about that. The map case was made to look like my grandfather's, but my grandfather's was actually confiscated when I got arrested in Glandomere.
Okay. Brika's just gonna kind of smile a little bit and be like, all right. Either
The
way.
map's in it, though. The map's in it I can't replace. A lot of them.
You will draw a new one.
But a lot of them were from Easterzelian. They had us sold for a good price.
Maybe we'll go back to Estruzilian. So, when do we leave?
In 1 week,
Oh,
you will have time to rest, to relax. You will provide a list of everything you need to Wilhelm. He has come to visit,
Oh,
and he will outfit you.
Wait. Have we met Wilhelm?
No.
Wilhelm?
Wilhelm. He is a merchant.
can I make a I don't know, history check to know who he is?
Yep.
17.
Yeah, you know who Wilhelm is.
Ooh, I've heard of him. He had a lovely set of clothing he can make.
Nan is just sitting there with the new tools, caressing them, looking over them, admiring them.
Brika's turned back around and she's actually, we need to tell you everything that happened, I suppose, down below, and then she's going to go into detail about their exploits and adventures and misadventures and disintegration and all that stuff.
With the exception of reliving the moment that Nan died, Laz uses silent image to recreate a tiny mural that of us like walking through the thing and then fighting the crystal monsters and fighting the dragon.
That's actually pretty good use that spell.
As Brika is talking, Laz is just holding out a mural that is just scrolling and showing what we did.
Yeah. And then at the end of it, she's gonna be kind of like, I think she's gonna look at the others. I think that about covers it.
You all are very brave. I have chosen wisely.
Bitch got away.
Yes. Somehow I'm sure that'll come back to bite us in the butt, as they would say. But on to new problem. Do you expect much? Do you expect any problems with Taladegarius with your emissaries being there?
Not from Western Taladegarius. Perhaps from Eastern.
Well, that's not surprising. Although there was a third army at one point running around out there. Have they said what happened to that?
Why, no.
Hmm.
I will inquire.
Now, just so I understand, you said we're going to Western Talladegarios.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know much about the whole thing. I've seen it on maps.
You've been there.
We were there briefly, yes, but I
At the
don't know
library
much.
with the kind acolyte there.
Yes, like I said, been there briefly, but I don't know much about their culture or anything.
They're much more accepting of others than those in the East.
Well, the more reason to stay west then.
We just
If I,
pray to the gods the princess is found.
Finding the princess would avert the war?
Maybe.
Maybe. For now. I suspect war between those two powers is inevitable.
I assume the princess was not alone when she went thing, yes?
I don't know the details. I just know that they are missing, and the crown is very worried.
Well, if we are to help at all, I don't know that that's actually our mission, but having more details would be better than less.
Oh, I assume we'll find out more when we get there.
now, we're not part of a rescue party or anything, correct? We are just escorting your emissaries.
Yes, you're just escorting our emissaries.
Do I make a bluff check to keep my face straight on that one?
Okay.
Ooh. 17 on deception.
Yep, your face stays straight.
And Brika herself raises a bit of they don't even know who I am.
Oh, of course they know who you are.
Okay.
In some ways, that could be useful. Having someone of some noble bearing cuts through much administrative red tape.
Yeah. Just gonna have to rely on my performing skills because this whole being royal, noble, whatever. It's weird.
Oh, you'll get the hang of it.
Should probably get you a fancy dress and a tiara of your own.
That's a wonderful idea.
At that, Brika scrunches up her face and she looks down at her robe, but I like my robe.
Yeah, but your robe goes on over your clothes. It's not like it's the dress itself.
She still just has this weird scratched up
Yes, pink, I think.
No.
We will have the dressmaker attend you in the morning.
Really?
You are the princess of the Silver Spires.
Does it have to can it just be like a nice pair of pants and a blouse? Does it have to be a dress?
It has to be a dress, dear.
I'm not wearing pink.
Will it be Wilhelm?
Yes, it will.
Oh.
And pink will look stunning on you.
But I don't want pink.
But your mother does. And as queen, your mother gets what she wants.
I hear what you're saying, Your Majesty, but I mean, looking at Brika, wouldn't like a pearly blue wouldn't that be better on her?
Roll a persuasion check.
All right.
I'll help. Yes, I think the pearly blue. Lovely. Or maybe a nice emerald.
You got to beat a 1.
Oh, okay, I was going to say I don't think I can, but I mean, I rolled a 4 and I have a +6, so I have 10.
That beats a 1. So she's like, fine, blue. But when you get back, you will be in pink.
I don't like pink.
You're a princess. You have to like.
Who says? Where is that written?
I will make sure that it's written when you come back. I will have your supper sent to you. I'm sure you want to rest. And I will see you on the morrow. Good night, stalwart companions.
Good night. Thank you.
Go ahead, Patrick. I know you're dying to say something.
Oh, I'm just waiting for her to leave, because then that's when Garnet's going to come out of the bathroom and he's going to say, "So what'd I miss?"
Yeah, you're just gonna see like Brika has this scowl on her face, and whatever anybody else is doing, she's just like, basically she looks like she smelled a really terrible fart or something along those lines. It's just her face is completely scrunched up.
I sort of suggested that since we're going on a trip and they're expecting Brika to be the princess, that maybe she needed a gown and a tiara. And her mom wanted her to wear pink.
Garnet's going to fall on the floor laughing. He's still in a towel, but he's fallen on the floor laughing at the idea of Brika in pink and a big floofy dress with a tiara on. He is gut laughing.
I at least I convinced her blue instead of pink.
I don't
He
know.
just laughs even harder.
Part of me would wonder would enjoy the imagery of her wearing that, but I would not want to be the one to put her in that. I would want to be several miles away.
I mean, we're going to be escorting emissaries. There's no guarantee they're not going to try and make all of us dress up. Although
Oh,
I really
sure
don't want to
will.
wear anything fancy, and you can't get ink out of that.
You
Oh.
can't.
Actually, why? There's an easy way to fix it, Nan. We get your fancy clothes colored the same color as your ink.
So black.
Yes.
I have a question while they're all talking about prestidigitation, and if Tyr would oblige me. Would it be possible, because it says you can do like a shower of sparks or something like that, would it be possible that somebody could get like a very small finger flick? Just like a little pink.
That'd be
The
amazing.
dice say yes.
All right. So while the Kinder is over there rolling around on the floor laughing, he's going to get one right on the ass, a little pink. And then when Sarek starts, I'd love to see her, that he's going to get one like right where his ear would be. I imagine that Dragonborn have something more like a lizard. And she's still sitting there like, look on her face now is more like, yeah, go ahead, yuck it up.
Yes, several miles away. And he'll retire back to the back corner and just watch for the evening. Unless something else happens.
I haven't laughed like that in a long time. Garnet will get up and wipe his eyes because he's crying from laughing. All right, so if I remember correctly, if I overheard from what you just said, we're escorting some emissaries. Where the fuck are we escorting these emissaries, and why the fuck are we doing that?
There's a war in Taladegarios that is on the verge of beginning, and they have come and are asking for our emissaries to consider getting involved in committing our forces to their effort. So we are escorting the diplomatic envoy to Western Taladegarios as their bodyguard.
I'm not much of a bodyguard, but I guess that'll be okay. They gonna pay us?
we will be well compensated, they said. And the Queen has asked for a list of any items we would like. A purveyor of magical equipment named Wilhelm is supposed to be helping us. So we need to provide a list. Also, unless we are going by teleportation, which I assume an entire envoy group is not, we will probably get to ride in one of those fancy airships you saw outside.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh no. I think I'll take the teleportation.
What, big guy, you don't like flying?
We don't have a good history with airships.
Huh. I've never been on one, so I kind of fucking hope that we're going to get on one, but respectfully, I understand that you may not want to go on one because of past previous experiences, but I sure as fuck hope that we actually go on one. So, is my clothes done, Captain?
Yeah, oh yeah, they're totally done.
Perfect. He'll go over to his clothes and start getting dressed. What are we going to do for the rest of the day? Drinks?
We have a week before we need to leave. We should
Oh.
work on our list because it will probably take this Wilhelm time to prepare everything we need. So Laz will sit down and pull and find pen and quill and ink and paper. I'm sure there's some available in the suites.
Oh yeah.
And start making a list. We don't have to do the list now. We will turn over the list when appropriate, but we do that for a bit.
Your food is delivered. You're able to relax, to even laugh. And our story comes to a pause here. I'm disappointed I didn't get my 4 you bastards. I'll have to try harder next time.
You bastard, you bastard, you bastard. You happy now?
Yes.
You got one pregame. I called you a bastard. I'm sure there were a couple of more that I missed.
Basically, you could have read when I said I hate you as you bastard. I was getting ready to say it and I held it back on purpose. Because
You
what
got
other
them. They were just suppressed.
Yes, because what other people don't know is Tyr taunted me a little bit earlier today with this fight, and I figured it out when he finally told us it was Force Cage. And that's why I was like, you know what? I hate you. So.
All right. Let's remind people who we are, where they can find us, and let's retire for the evening.
Greetings, gamers. I'm Raph the Mad, the voice of Sarek the Sullen, the 6'9" Dragonborn, and I can be found at BRK Dragon 13,000 at Dice.camp on Mastodon.
Hey everybody, I'm Ren Matley, the voices of Esmina and Nan, the cartographer and druid. You can find me over on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
Hi gamers, I'm still Locke Clark. I have been Lazarian or Laz, and you can find me on the social medias at Locke Unruly. That's Locke with an H.
Hello again, it's me, Patrick, the voice of Garnet Grell, and you can find me on Twitter at PeculiarPatrick.
Hi there, it's Ames. I was the voice of Rika, and you can find me over on Twitter at LollyGFIFO.
And I am Tyr the DM. I'm the world's okayest DM, and you can find me on Twitter at Tyr_the_DM. Just remember, guys, that you're not alone. Times get dark, times get tough, but there are people that love you. Let them. On a personal note, I'm excited for what's happening. I don't know if anybody caught the connection between the two campaigns, but I'm excited. And I love you guys. Remember, love and inclusion are the torches that light a path to a better tomorrow. Come join us and be torchbearers. And until next time, live a life to make yourself proud. Love you guys.